So, I mean, I think the Pistons suck, but I mean, I think the last time they won was in like 2008 or something. All right, that was artificial. Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard Podcast, episode 65. My name is Omar. Next to me is Earl. Below me is Max. Today we got a load of topics to talk about. The Bucks have taken
second
step
that.
two. What's up?
Oh, the day. Like, it's probably because he's up there in the northern stars.
The Northern Lights. The Northern
Lights.
Lights.
Ever been.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, but today we're talking about the new incumbent NBA Cup champions, the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, it was quite a doozy of a game, actually. I really thought like OKC was gonna try to at least stage a comeback effort, but it seems like the Milwaukee Bucks kind of turned the ball off at every chance. Their defense was looking really good. Oklahoma City's offense, I even said it to y'all last night, like it looked like there was a lid on a basket for half of the third quarter and then the fourth quarter entirely. But what do you guys think? What did you guys think of the game?
Too many threes for the Thunder, bro. They shot 16% from three. That's actually crazy.
Looks like Earl's my player.
Hey, man. Looks like Omar's my player.
I make all
Omar
my threes. I don't know what you're talking
threes.
about.
Omar's my
I make
player
all my threes.
16 on 2 strictly.
I can have a 73-point shot. If I just line it up correctly, I'll make it.
We're talking about pre-patch Omar.
Yesterday. How'd that work out for him?
Hey.
But listen, all I'll say about the game is if you're a real NBA fan, you knew the Bucks were going to win. I knew the Bucks were going to win. I don't think I made that prediction on the show because we didn't record it between the finals, but I've been backing the Bucks to win this tournament the whole time. If you're a casual, you thought the Thunder, which is okay. It's okay to be a casual. But on this show,
I thought the Thunder would win. I'm not a casual.
We're only yes, you are.
You're the casual.
We talk strictly informed, professional, ball-knowing takes. So congratulations if you predicted the Bucks.
Max,
probably made a little money off it.
I've never realized this before, but I just realized you have a picture of Carmelo Anthony in the background over there in his USA.
Yeah,
uniform.
It's kind of hard to see. There's actually two. That one's him getting. That one's him blowing by Paul Pierce because Paul Pierce was about as slow as a snail on defense and overrated.
Oh yeah, we all hate Paul Pierce. We already know how Paul Pierce plays. But yeah. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just realized that for the first time there.
Yeah, if you're this is only real ball knowers have Carmelo Anthony on Team USA 2012 photo right there.
Yeah, 2020 totally.
Yeah, for me, I feel like a big part of the reason why the Thunder lost as well, like just speaking like on the game, is Jalen Williams and Shea had absolutely awful game. Both of them only made 8 shots. Shea was 8 for 24. Jalen Williams was 8 for 20. So they were doing their best mid impression. 2 for 9 from 3.
Actually have good defense, despite what people think about Doc Rivers. They're a good defensive team.
No, true, but I agree with that. But I feel like some of the shots too, like open shots, weren't going down either. And like speaking on Shea, he wasn't hitting those mid ranges like he usually does. I feel like he was forcing a lot of threes. He has a weird, I don't know if you guys like watch Shea a lot, but he has like this weird pull-up three where he just like jumps like really, really high. Like I feel like he just rushes the shot. I don't know how to explain it without like showing
a fadeaway or is it like a step into three?
Yeah, it's like a step into it. Like he steps into it, but he like leans forward into the shot. Like it's kind of weird.
When he fades, he goes really high.
Yeah,
I saw it a couple times.
Kind of the same as his fade, but it just doesn't look like it doesn't look like an efficient shot to me. I don't know, watch a lot of Thunder games, so maybe he makes it a lot, but it just felt like he was forcing a lot of those. And I'm not really used to Shea like taking 9 threes in the game where he's not hitting them. So that was a little bit out of character for me as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at it last night. It seemed like it was happening like a couple of times. It didn't look like it was happening like every shot, but
yeah,
it seems like a hitch. Like it seems like a bit of a hitch. Like we've seen players develop hitches before. I mean, look at Mikal Bridges' shot from this year to last year. That shit has a hit.
Nah, I don't think it's a hitch, bro. I think it's just that pull up and like that. I think it's just the pull up three he shoots. Like his other shot looks fine, but
yeah,
I will say there was an awful lineup, bro. First of all, they try to put Alex Caruso on Giannis. I'm like, bro, I get Alex Caruso is a great defender, but come on, bro. Giannis.
Well, I think Kenrich Williams, they're 5 at one point.
Yes, they ran a small ball lineup with Brook Lopez and Giannis at the same time, and Kendrick Williams was at the 5. Like, bro.
I mean, I guess they don't really have any of the centers, but come on now.
Yeah, Hartenstein, I guess he got tired. He did play 32 minutes this game, but I mean, in a game where you don't really have a backup big like that, I mean,
you need him to go 48.
You got to clock in 40 plus. I'm just saying, you just have to. If you want to win games like this, you can't. There's no way in the world you can have like a 6'8" center running against Giannis and Brook Lopez. Like, come on. That's
it's not like we haven't seen it before. It's not like we haven't seen it before.
What do you mean?
40-minute games for Isaiah Hartenstein. Just a year ago. Let's not forget.
Hey, Tibbs will never let him play only 30 minutes in a game like this.
Come on, hell no.
48 minimum. 48. Easily.
Exactly. 40
and
minutes,
with the W.
Bro. Jericho Sims gets 5 minutes, and in those 5 minutes, he may lose 3 of them.
Shout out what's the guy's name? AJ Green.
Yeah, he was shooting real well yesterday.
Shout out that guy. That guy can shoot. That guy is what I would be if I was in the NBA.
Bro, I'm telling you,
he's an in-season tournament champion as a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie, right?
I think he's he might be.
Sophomore. He's a sophomore. He was there last year.
Oh, he was there last year?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
All right, fair enough. Well, he's the next Austin Reeves. That's my call.
Oh, 3 years, actually. My bad.
Oh.
Really? He's been around that long?
Junior.
He just didn't play first 2.
Yeah, he must have not played the first year because I remember seeing him sparsely in the rotation like second year, but I don't remember.
He played 35 games first year.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, he's already better than Pat Connaughton, so good for him.
Yeah, I agree. I think he played great. And throughout his career, I know he hasn't had the best sample size. Well, on average, on like 3 attempts a game, he's shooting. No, I'm saying like on average of 3 attempts a game since his rookie year, he's been shooting 41% from 3.
Yeah,
so pretty impressive.
Awesome.
This year he's shooting 47, so he's better shooting than Reeves. I can admit that. 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
he had a really good tournament. I know they had who was it? Who was that guy? Andre Jackson Jr. They had him guarding Shea, and he did a pretty good job. So shout out him. You got an extra $500K. That's probably a big deal with him.
I think most of those guys
with Thanasis, but like he already gets Giannis's money, so I'm sure he couldn't really care a lot.
Dude, he gets a contract just for being Giannis's brother. Let's be honest here.
He's not even on the team anymore, though. I'm pretty sure.
He's on
injury
reserve. Right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
he's on injury reserve.
Yeah.
Let me check into that. That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
I think he's still coming back for injury.
And he's still recovering from that.
Oh yeah, maybe he did get that.
Yeah, he got injured over the summer, but so he's on IR. I think. I don't even know how to. But he was there. That was cool.
Yeah, he's always sitting on the sideline. Yeah, is out for the season to rehab as he torn his Achilles tendon.
Achilles, that was it. Damn. Well, get well soon, Thanasis. Now you got some money to pay those hospital bills.
Free medical bills.
Yeah, Dame can get better. Better mic to record his music. Maybe a new watch. New Dame time watch.
I have a fun question for you guys.
Okay.
If you guys were a role player on this team, what would you do with your $500K?
Ooh.
Just a random question. Say you're not making the big NBA salary yet. Say you're like a late round, second round pick. So this is $500K can hit different for you. What are you buying?
Can I give a lame answer and then a fun answer?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your answer.
Lame answer, which is what I would do, is just put it away in the bank and let it earn investment because I'm cheap like that.
Yeah.
Fun answer. We're already in Vegas. I'm spending it all in one night.
Straight up.
Or I'll buy my way. I'll buy my way into like LeBron's entourage for like one night.
Hey man, I got $500K.
I'll pay $500K to go hang out.
Just make sure Diddy not there, okay?
That's crazy. Nah. What about you, Omar?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, tell me y'all didn't hear those crazy rumors. Please tell me y'all didn't hear that. As soon as he tipped, he was like, Jay-Z's involved. I gotta go or something. I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't indulge in blasphemy of King James, but we ball. No, what I
would do, $500K to hang out with King James for a night.
What I'd say $500K to?
I don't think he would charge me $300K to do it.
As much as I respect LeBron James and I like him as a basketball player, I would never pay anybody, especially not a man, $500K to hang out with.
Especially not a man.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being straight, completely honest.
I'm with you, Earl. I'm with you, man.
You can do this for free, Mags.
Especially not a guy. I gotta double down on that.
500K is crazy. I'm just saying 500K is crazy. Now
I'll say this.
What would you do? Oh,
I'll say this. I'll agree with Max in the sense of putting the money
I'll
away.
go get Brunson.
No.
Sorry.
He low key already disappointed me at that fan fanatics BS, so I'm not gonna.
I'll buy another ticket. I'm sure he'll.
No, I'm not. No.
That's what they would do. Is they
no.
buy
So
tickets to Fanatics.
let me just say this. I'll buy a Lamborghini Urus. First thing I'll do.
Buy that for $500.
Okay.
No way.
First of all, it's only $275 or even less.
Only.
I mean, look, we're talking in the sense of what's what.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I guess is it on holiday?
If I had the $500K, I would buy the Lambo and I would put the rest in the bank.
Okay.
All right. Warren answers got no. I like. Yeah. What color?
Oh, what color? Ooh,
There's
I'm
right
looking
answer.
at a couple colors here. I really like the
Has it
matte
pulled
black
up?
that they got going on. The purple is
Is it a
pretty
Lambo?
dope.
There's a red
Lime
color
green
for
is
Lamborghinis.
ugly as shit.
Bro, if you're looking at the stock colors, you're already wrong, bro. Gotta get a custom.
I gotta get a custom.
I mean,
I don't think I'm looking at. I don't think I'm looking
at.
at stock colors. I have no idea.
If it's a Lamborghini,
Yeah, if you're on the
you gotta get
website,
yellow.
it's stock color. That is
Yellow
true.
the
If you
only color that looks good on Lamborghinis, that's the Lamborghini color.
I
You
would
guys are
probably
thinking
get
too
like a
small.
hunter green or like a
Yeah.
real dark purple.
Well, if you're a Bucks player, I guess get a green, but if not,
okay,
get
this is
yellow.
what I would get, guys, with my money.
Orange and blue.
First of all, I would bless my boys on Beyond the Backboard and make sure they had a great Christmas. I'll make sure you guys had the best equipment in the world to make sure you can do what you can do every single time.
Hey,
So
I already
after
do.
we
I got
drop
this
off
$30
people,
webcam. I'm good.
and your webcam looks amazing. by the
Earl's
way, I didn't
answer
say
is
that.
already better than ours.
But look, I would make
really.
sure. Okay, after that, boom. I mean, car, yeah, we're thinking too small.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I will buy a Hummer EV.
Okay.
Maxed out Hummer. I think it's about probably like 130-ish with everything on it. You know, nothing too
You
crazy.
get a Cybertruck?
Nah, I'm not really I don't know, I'm not really a Cybertruck kind of guy.
Omar, you would definitely get a Cybertruck. I would 100%.
I wanted one
Really?
before.
You would not drive a Cybertruck? I'm shocked by that.
First
really
of all,
want
it's
it.
too big. Second of all, half of the shit that you can
you
use
feel
it for
too
already
small.
doesn't work. I'm good.
Yeah, I've heard some like bad reviews about like it looks cool. Like I mean, it's just different, but I just rather
I'm
have
shocked
the
the
EV.
same guy who bought a Samsung flip phone would not. You draw the line at the.
That is
I
true,
think
Omar. That
First of
does
all,
shock me a little
Samsung
bit.
is awesome,
Look at him
and
try to show it
I know it's being covered
in
by
the
this-
Northern Lights.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like I could
sponsored by
so
Apple.
see Omar in a
see,
Cybertruck.
see, I could flip my shit.
That's what. That's what you'd be doing. You'd be like, "See, look at my Cybertruck. It looks like something out of a video game. Look at this."
Nah, bro.
And then, like, assuming I just have money because, like, yeah, I'm an NBA, even though I'm a second round pick, I have some money saved up endorsements. I'm a superstar in the making.
I'd probably buy it.
I would probably get
season
some money
ticket.
to. Why would you need season tickets if you're in the NBA?
Omar forgot.
Omar's like, oh, I hate this team. I'm gonna actually go. Omar's playing for the Nets. I'm gonna get season tickets for the Knicks. Like, why is Omar sitting front row every single game?
Because I'm
He's
here.
not
baby.
playing, so you may as well. Team sent him
That's
off.
crazy.
I'll never
said-
forget. I'll hack my way to the front again, like I did before.
Yep, and we got him sent it to absolutely you were banned from
Send it to
every NBA
MSG.
arena.
He's banned for life.
Yo. Yeah, he was
All right.
sheet hopping. I seen him.
What else do we got? I mean, we talked about.
Shout out Dame. Dame had a really
Yes.
good tournament. I
Even
thought-
though Giannis, you won MVP.
Yeah,
Everybody-
that was kind of. That was no. Dame shouldn't have won MVP. He played.
Man.
I mean, Giannis.
I really
probably
thought
had
it was
better-
gonna go to Dame for a second because he was standing there, but then it went to Giannis.
Dame had more impactful fourth quarters in the games that mattered. And the biggest games against the Magic and the Hawks, Dame was the one who scored in the fourth quarter and stepped up. So
Yep.
I would give it to him, even though Giannis had really good stat lines. And I still back
Yeah.
the fact that Giannis is the best player in the world. By the way, I still back
Oh,
that.
for
over
sure.
Jokic.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
Like no D, as we know.
I agree, man. Like, and Giannis like showcased that he was doing everything. He had 19 boards. I think like 20 plus points, probably like 24. I don't have the box score put up, but had a couple blocks. And if we talk about blocks, Giannis has had some crazy like
Yeah.
game like blocks of the year.
he averages
just in
like
the
3
NCAA
or so.
tournament. But I'm talking about like the ones he's blocked, like that Capella one. Oh my
The Capella
gosh.
block was peak. Show me one clip where Jokic does that, and I'll say
Oh
he's the
my
best player in the
goodness.
world.
All
but you
right,
can't.
Exactly.
so Giannis played 37 minutes, right? He
Mhm.
had why is it not showing points? Okay. he had 26 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 19 rebounds, and 15 defensive rebounds.
Yo,
he had a
hold
triple
up. You
double.
don't think this looks like me?
Let me see. Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
Why does that look like me, bro?
Because
I think it's the hair.
Yeah, that's literally my hair. When it
I think
grows
it's the
out
hair,
for it.
bro.
Well,
It's shorter
actually,
now.
wouldn't it actually be like the opposite way technically? Because your
It
hair
would probably
does
be the
part-
opposite way, but like in
Yeah, it's
theory,
just
that
like-
is
Yeah,
my
your hair-
If I imagine
your hair
like,
would have to
creating a
part
Max
the
character,
other way.
Yeah.
If I imagine creating like a Max character, like that probably just the hair alone, it just looks authentic to Max's brand.
Yeah, that is actually
The
that's
hair is
closest
on
I've ever
point. It would
seen.
just be the
and
other
then the
way.
orange shirt for the Knicks, like locked in.
Yeah, this is on a billboard in New York right now, Omar. You can go find this apparently.
I knew you were
Really?
famous.
I really am. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm on another show, a rival basketball podcast with actual hoop knowers, and we're very popular. It's called The Young Man in the
Wow.
Three. You should watch it.
Wow.
I got
see
that one. That was a
Joakim
good
Noah
one.
on that show now. I'm like, what?
I'm like, bro,
happened
what
to-
has this
is that show?
become?
They just get random people on and talk about random things. Like, there's
It's
no.
like I feel like doesn't it feel like he sold it to the NBA or something like that?
You could probably buy The Old Man in the Three for like $85.
No, I'll take this. You know, there is a website where you can buy YouTube channels. It's kind of crazy.
You know, apparently there's this thing called The Old Man and the Three now, where it's Tyrese Halliburton hosting the show.
No, it's Young Man in the Three. Cat.
Young Man and the Three. I'm sorry, you're right. You're
That's
right.
what I'm
You're right.
saying.
Young,
We could probably buy that. No, but does Tyrese host it, or is it because every
it's
video
Tyrese
they post-
hosted with JJ Redick's old co-host.
But every video now I see Joakim Noah in the thumbnail. So explain that.
Really?
Yeah,
Let me double
You
check.
gotta,
'cause
I'm
I
still
have no
suffer
idea.
on
surprised from when it was, the
I only
JJ
saw it.
Redick
I only
and
saw it
LeBron.
once, and I saw that it was Tyrese Halliburton hosting it. So I thought. But let me double-
Reese.
Yeah. Oh, I want to thank everybody for our last video. By the way, we got like 740 views. We want to thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
tuning in. Be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe this video and our last videos, just to just to show you boys some support. We come here every week. We give y'all the good news of the good NBA Lord, and we
What he means
but
to
we
say is-
appreciate
We're not
you. We
religiously
appreciate you.
affiliated.
You know
I'd
what
like
I'm
to make that
saying?
clear. There's no
764
not a religious
views. I was wrong. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, I will say, I give Omar saying we appreciate you guys watching the content. And if you enjoy it, consider liking and subscribing.
Yes.
And we'll talk about your favorite NBA team.
Yeah.
We'll move on. What team
Yeah.
do we-
Yeah.
there's some
Leave
teams we
some.
never talk
Leave
about.
Let's
some
pick
comments.
a random team and talk about them real quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
what team do we literally never talk about? Like, not a
I mean,
single
we
one.
never talk about the Atlanta Hawks, but we talked about.
No,
Oh, we
do.
talk about them a
do.
lot.
We talk about them a lot.
What about
Um,
the Jazz?
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
no one
that's-
talks about them.
Lord,
That's
he
what I'm
hasn't-
saying. Like, do we want to do the impossible? You know what? 15 likes and we'll drop a whole video, a 2-minute drill on the Jazz.
Yeah. 15
No,
likes.
we're not that desperate. We'll take 5 likes.
No, we'll take 2 likes. 2 likes and we'll do it.
Okay,
Two
well, 2 likes
likes.
I could do by myself. 5
All right,
likes.
you're right. 6
All
likes.
right. Let's get back to it though,
6 likes for the
because
finisher.
I do want to talk
Yep.
about some of the stats that I'm looking at for Milwaukee and how they won this game.
Over under
Uh,
how many are wrong?
Giannis did have a triple double that game. Dame Lillard with 23 and plus 15.
Yep.
A lot of good minutes from a lot of these guys, but 21 minutes for Gary Trent Jr. He had 13 off the bench. Good production
Let's
from
hope
him
Gary Trent
overall.
Jr. flip his headband back the right way. He didn't
Yeah.
come up with that.
And then we talked about
He-
AJ Green. He came off the bench, scored 9 points in
Not the
his
NFL
26 extended minutes, what it seems like. So good for him.
Yo, do y'all remember the NFL AJ Green? That guy was cold.
Yeah, that guy was.
For the Bengals.
That guy was indeed cold.
Mhm.
Isaiah Hartenstein had a
Omar, tell me
double-double
what position
game.
He played.
Isaiah Hartenstein was
what?
really playing his heart out there. I gotta say, every time I see Isaiah Hartenstein on the court, I gotta say,
He,
like,
got
the
a little,
one
he
thing.
has to work on a little push floater. I know it was going in, but it just looks
He's
crazy.
been doing that since he was in New York, and it honestly
know.
looked a little better in New York. But
It's a higher percentage.
but also,
shot
in my
than
opinion, he looks better in orange and blue, but not the Oklahoma City orange and blue. He looks better in our.
Omar, what position did the football AJ Green play?
I have no idea. I didn't pay much attention to football.
So
back
you have no clue who he is.
AJ Green, I've
Yeah.
definitely heard of that name in the NFL, but I'm
Okay.
not
don't
a
know
big
AJ
attention to the NFL. I've played
He's a
football.
dog and man and wide receiver, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, because you were like,
I was gonna
you're
guess
right,
wide
he was
receiver, but I
cold. You
just
have no
ended
clue
up
who he
not
is.
lying. I've definitely heard the name. Don't get me wrong. I just don't pay much attention to the NFL.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix something in, guys. I don't think you know what we should do. Just random segment. Let's talk about our experiences at the game, Omar, because we never did that. I know it's kind of a throwback, but
Yeah.
we can add a filler arc into this episode.
Yeah, I guess.
This is
you
not filler.
went
This is
to-
now the main segment of the episode, hosted by me, where I ask two casuals how their experiences at the games were their favorite teams
Yeah,
got
I never
decimated
even
by
told
better
you guys the
franchises.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us. Yeah, tell us what happened
Okay.
at the Lakers versus
All right.
Hawks game because you
So,
didn't even
Earl,
bring
how
that
does
up
it
on the
feel
pod.
knowing that you watched a legendary game that will be played in Trae Young's highlight career for the highlight reel for the rest of his career, and that you will be there in the stands, probably silently
Man.
crying?
Man,
Shout
it
out to
felt
Dan. I love you,
amazing.
but fuck Trae Young.
After he
Stand on
beat
that
you, it's
till I die.
crazy. But anyways, yeah, it felt like in the moment, bro, I was so overwhelmed by the absolute aura of LeBron James. When you walk into the arena, like I'll tell you guys this.
Blazing.
No, I'm so serious. Look, let me tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you this story, and then I'm gonna tell you how I got in the game 2 hours early because that was a whole.
Okay, so start with the glazed donut.
Okay. It was quiet in the arena, bro. We're in there. It's pregame. I promise you, I kid you not. My dad was there as a witness. It's quiet. All of a sudden, I hear, and I look to the left. I see LeBron James walking out doing warm-ups. Meanwhile, nobody knew if he's playing or not yet. I just see LeBron. He walks out. He does that little backwards jog is real. I seen it in person. He actually moves like that's crazy. And then he comes to my side where he's warming up, and then he's like this. He does a little Bron. And then he starts
Churro eating.
He starts in that little dribble where you know how people try to act like they can dribble, they're not moving. He's just like, Did that for like 2 minutes, bro. And all the time, bro, I promise y'all, I was looking, boom, he turned, we made eye contact. Me and Brian. It was an aura clash, bro. I promise he just felt my aura presence there, and we made eye contact for like 0.0000001
For the One
second.
Piece fans, he had a hockey clash with LeBron James.
Yeah,
Continue.
I did. We went bar for bar. But yeah, that was that kind of crazy story how LeBron, he can just change the whole dynamic of an NBA arena. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. He is always the main show.
Important question. What jersey
Yes.
were you wearing? Were you wearing Hawks or Lakers stuff?
No, I was wearing all Lakers gear. All Lakers gear.
Okay.
Head to toe.
maybe
My dad
LeBron
was wearing
wow,
Hawks.
one fan here. Let's go.
No, I promise you the whole arena was like the whole arena was
Were there
filled
more
with
Lakers
LeBron
fans?
jerseys. I promise you, I kid you not. It wasn't the fact that there was more Lakers fans. It was just everyone in the arena was a LeBron fan, but they were all like, most of them were Hawks fans, if that makes sense. Like if LeBron did anything, chase down block, 3, dunk, the whole arena's cheering. If anybody else on Lakers does something, they're booing. Like it's literally like LeBron and the Hawks versus the Lakers. That's what it felt like in the arena. It's kind of crazy.
LeBron and the Hawks versus the Lakers.
Yeah, bro. They didn't care. If Bron scored, it was celebrations everywhere. If AD scored, which he did, he had like almost a 40-point triple-double, close to it. They booed every single time. Anytime anybody touched the ball other than LeBron, hated him. So, yeah, that was crazy. Aura clash, 10 out of 10. I was actually kind of sick the next day. I think it was just too much exposure.
Yeah, too much. He gave you too much hockey. He knocked you back down.
You're funny, Max.
Earl definitely drowned. I mean, listen, you're legal, but we don't have to hide it, you know? Hey, we're all legal on this podcast now. Wasn't the case when we started, but
look, bro. I just
listen, you probably drowned your sorrows in some of LeBron's wine or whatever.
No, I promise you, but the thing is, I wasn't even the reason why I wasn't mad. Look, this is the reason why I wasn't mad. My dad is a huge Hawks fan. He's been a Hawks fan since born and raised Georgia. He grew up here, he was born here. So he got the win.
I'm sorry for him.
I got
Did you just say sorry?
Like I got to see LeBron get a 40-point triple-double.
That's foul.
I got to see AD get almost a 40-point triple-double. And he got to see his Hawks win. So I felt like for the trip, it was a win-win on both sides. Obviously, I want the win, but I got what I wanted out of it.
Yeah, fair enough. One of you was always going to win, so that's good.
Yeah. Omar, fill us in.
No, how about I thought you were going to say how you got in early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't mention that part. I was waiting for it.
All right, here's.
I mean, you said you would never pay a guy to hang out, but who'd you pay to get in?
He didn't pay to
This is what happens. My dad, my dad was Atlanta Hawks season ticket member holder, right? So this is what happens. He has this jacket. You can only get this jacket if you're a member. So we're coming into
Members
the
only club.
door. Yeah, literally exactly. So we're coming into the door at the food court. We're seeing the gate. It's like early entry only. So the lady, she looks at his jacket. She's like, "Oh, come in. Like you can come in this way." So he has his jacket. We're like, "Okay, well, this is early entry." So the line. This is how the line works. There's three. There's three different checkpoints you have to do until you're in the
Listen
game.
tightly, Omar.
First
Wait.
checkpoint is
That was like a side by diss. What did you do? What did you say?
Listen closely. Earl's explaining how a line works. I know we've had the
no. I'm saying I know you guys know, but
before.
it just adds detail to the story. It's just little small details. So you guys know you got to go to the metal detectors. Boom, we did that. Then we enter a second door. They kind of check to see, it's a lot online. So you got to go through the second door, and then you have to scan your tickets to get into the game. So we pretty much you have to have a wristband to get into the last part. Like you have to have a wristband. We didn't have that. We didn't have a wristband. We didn't have one. It was for the early entry people only. So we just got through the line, got through security, and then once you scan the tickets, it's GG. So I'm scanning the ticket. I scan both tickets, and we're in. It's 2 hours before the game. So we're walking down, and then boom, lady's like, "Hey, hold on, where's your wristbands?" And then we were like, "Oh, we don't have any wristbands." The lady they just let us in. My dad was like, "Yeah, we remembered we just finished our season because this was our last season on it. Membership." I was like, "Yeah, we just finished our membership. This is our last game." And then she's like, "No, this is for member. This is for member early entry only. Like it's a separate thing." And then she was like, the dude was like, "I mean, it's too late. They're already in." And he's like, he told me, he's like, "All right, you can come in here, but you gotta take all that Lakers gear off." Like dead serious, because it was literally only
There's
Hawks.
no way.
I promise you, because the early entry is only for Hawks fans to see warm up early. So he's like, "I need you got to take that jacket off and you got to turn your shirt inside out because I had and you got to take the hat off." So I'm just right there. I'm like, bet. I take the jacket off. Boom. I take my shirt off. I have a t-shirt underwear. Boom. I turn it inside out and we balling. That was problem number one. I promise you. Problem number one. Problem number two. We go again. They're like, "Where's your wristband?" Like we're getting to the point where it's like, "Okay, bro, where are we going?" They're like, "Yeah, the guy let us in. We don't have wristbands." The guy, he's like, "Okay, just go to that line over there."
I'm wearing my shirt inside out.
Yeah, I mean, then we get to the last lady, and my dad explains, he's like, "Yeah, we're basically season ticket holders. We have our tickets right here." The lady told us just come this way. We didn't know we weren't supposed to get in this line too early, like because at the point we were confused. We're like, "Okay, remember this that." We didn't find out till we were like deep in the line where it's like, "Okay, dang, this might be the wrong line." And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. I mean, we already know you remember whatever. Just go down and follow the rest of the people." So we walk into the arena, bro. We're sitting at 115. 115 is dead center, like almost like floor level. And I just look up, I see my glorious Anthony Davis warming up, bro. I just see AD. He was shooting hook shots, he was doing dunks, bro. And the moment set in, like, dang, like we're really right here, warm-ups 2 hours before the game, watching everybody like warm up all the way down close to the floor. So it's a memory that I have with my dad forever. I'm glad it was my dad with me because that's a story we're gonna tell, like for the end of time. So that's how I got in the game early. It was fun. I got to see him warm up. I got to see Dalton Connect warm up close. I didn't get to see Brian close up because by that time we went to our seats, but it was okay. I still had a good angle, but yeah, that's how I got in the game 2 hours early. So it was fun. Goodbye.
That is a lovely story.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Earl stripped and got all the way down to the.
Okay, that's the part you remember.
It's the fact that you stripped, and also this sounds a lot like your election story.
True. I feel like I'm always going through something crazy.
Explaining the same story over and over. I know you didn't tell that on the
podcast. You're right. No, that's cool. But yeah, you're right. I feel like everybody's trying to put me through lines. I got to do all this extra stuff to get it done. But you know what? We don't quit.
Earl's just playing multiple checkpoint levels in real life.
Facts.
But that is a damn cool story. I know when I went to Knicks Celtics, I think I got there like in 90 minutes early, and I got to see. I don't know. Yeah, I think I got there like 90 minutes early, and I got to see pretty full warm ups, not entire warm ups like you did.
Yeah,
and not from courtside, but yeah. I remember Evan Fournier was warming up, even though he wasn't gonna play, so that was really funny.
Like let me get this work. Let me see how I feel. I mean, now I understand.
He wasn't playing. Anyways, that is a W story. Sorry, your Lakers couldn't win, but your dad got one over you, as he should, honestly. If he's a season ticket holder for the Hawks, he deserves a little bit of joy. Can your dad do that?
Probably so. I never asked him.
You know what we should do? We should have a podcast where instead, can we do this on April Fool's Day? Instead of us, it's all of our dads.
That would be funny. That would be January, April. Yeah, let's do April Fool's. Let's do an April Fool's show like that. We just load up.
I can only imagine my dad on here. He's gonna be like,
oh. Nah, look, this is what's gonna happen.
I mean, he's a Knicks fan, right? He goes.
Yeah, he's a Knicks fan.
This is what's gonna happen, bro.
He used to be like a really big fan, like in the '90s, but he got sick of it, man. He got sick of it.
Omar. I don't blame him. Too many threes.
They're all gonna say one thing, and they're gonna have like the dad connections. Like dad. The dad like vibes are gonna connect. They're gonna have a 2-hour conversation. I swear, it's only one catchphrase, one word, and it's like, oh, they can literally sit there and talk for hours.
Yeah, our dads
me. We gotta get that in-person pod that we promised in the beginning of the year. We haven't talked. Yeah. We gotta get, even if we don't see a game or anything, we definitely gotta.
The stars will align.
We gotta do it.
I'm confident the stars aligning this spring.
I'm confident with that as well. Yeah. When I get back from my trip,
2025 is the vibe.
When
I feel like it's always kind of been low key.
What if we go to Africa with you and we just record it there?
Yeah, I could just
pull up to the UK and then Africa, same flight.
Yeah. What if we just happen to record the pods on the flight?
I know a guy. I can get your information.
Yeah, you just gotta
give it to you. You want it? Go buy the ticket.
No, I just
gotta take all your clothes off.
Go fly through JFK.
Nah, I go through the. Sorry, sir. You're gonna have to take that up. We got a full body.
You gotta take the Lakers.
That would literally be my luck.
I think if that happened to me and someone told me I get to go watch Warriors, but I have to take all my Knicks gear off, I'd say I'll come back. I'm good.
I'll come back later. Yeah,
I'll just come back.
Nobody's making.
With the chance of seeing LeBron James right there, but they said I could put it back on. But the reason why I did it because you said once the early thing's over, you can just put it back on. So I was like, bet.
Okay. You didn't have to take it off for the whole. Yeah, you didn't have to take it
off.
No.
Just that early part because only Hawks fans were supposed to be like in the arena for that.
I mean, you're with your dad, who's a Hawks fan. He's taking his son to a game.
Well, they couldn't take 50. They couldn't have 50-50. You know, they just been they're just a little salty. You know, Brian sent you, Brian to Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be if I was the Hawks.
Brian to Atlanta.
It's Brontana.
Y'all got a better chance of getting Anthony Edwards than they do.
No, I was saying Brontana, like it's LeBron's Atlanta.
I thought you meant Montana.
I like that. Brontana.
We need a Disney show called Hannah LeBrontana.
I would love that.
They should make it LeBron, Ohio.
And then you find out that LeBron James is her long lost cousin.
Bronland.
Yo, tell me that wouldn't be fire. Y'all see that thing with Steph Curry where it's like a TV show of like the guy, but it has Curry playing himself, and the guy's like an annoying friend of Steph Curry. Is that what that?
Yeah,
I've seen ads for that.
I haven't watched it, but I want to watch that.
Oh, we should do a reaction episode to that. We should watch it.
That reminds me of. It reminds me of the time where have y'all ever watched The Office?
Hot take: Office is overrated, but I have seen the first season. Yeah. People aren't ready for it. It's mid at best. It's a mid show.
I feel like we can't bring it up here. Maybe we have to get like a separate thing going and then we could report it and post it. But we can have a whole conversation about The Office being the greatest sitcom of all time.
It's the same joke. It's the same.
No, it's not. It's literally not. You're a liar.
Here's the entire plot of The Office. You ready? What's his face? Steve Carell, right? That's the guy. Steve
God
Carell.
Damn, I love paper like a Michael Scott. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Steve Carell makes an inappropriate joke and just stares at the camera for this is Steve Jobs.
Dude, that's funny.
Ha ha. Racism.
It's not. Most of the time, it's not racism.
And then cut to the next scene.
Most of the time, it's like. Office. First of all, it's definitely. I'll tell you this. It's not for our time because if we had it.
Like, what does that mean, though? Is that a good entry? It's not for our time. We've gotten smarter and more aware of things.
I feel like, I really feel like we can't be talking about The Office right now. But the only thing I'll say about it is it's definitely not for our time. If The Office came out in this 5 to 10 year span, it would have been canceled within year 2 because there's a lot of sexual jokes and there's a lot like I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some racist jokes, but it's to the point where everybody can laugh and it's not too harsh. But
it's just not funny. I don't care. It's not even. It's just not funny. It's the same joke.
Earl, have you ever watched The Office?
I'm not really an Office believer. No, I've probably watched the episode.
Parks and Rec clears easily.
I've heard that before. Parks and Recs. I do like Parks and Recs. It was a good show, but I just think The Office was funnier. Maybe it's for the people that can
just
take
I don't
the
know
jokes.
why. I think The Office came first slightly, or it just has Steve Carell, so people like it more.
No, it was actually the UK version was the first one, and then it flopped really bad.
Maybe I can't. Well, no, the UK people
flopped as hard as the Knicks versus Hawks.
This was the one time where the British sense of humor was actually right. It's not a funny show. Like I watched the basketball.
I don't think it was that. I really think it was just like the actors involved. I think like the actors.
So we're blaming the actors, or are we blaming the people who wrote the script, buddy?
I'll blame
because the actors aren't funny. The actors were never funny.
Fair, fair. I mean,
for the UK version in particular, like John Krasinski is hilarious. Because Steve Carell is a freaking comic, and then oh man, I mean, just some of these characters like
to be on The Office.
I'm sorry.
This is all you have to do.
No, it's not. It's literally jokes and then being like, it's supposed to be like
just awkward.
It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be funny to the audience.
It's not though.
Okay, for you. I mean, it's an opinion. I mean, I can't change your opinion.
Just giving toilet jokes. It's like, wow,
dude,
never heard that.
We gotta get back to basketball. Oh my god.
We're talking about the basketball episode of The Office. That's what
we're talking about. How the TV industry can intertwine with basketball and create a entertaining mecca of sports / media entertainment.
Speaking of the TV industry and basketball, professional segue here. Ratings have been tanking, but the NBA doesn't care because they just
the ratings have been tanking.
Deal. Imagine being NBC and paying billions of dollars for a tanking product. That must stink.
And if you guys want some better insight into that, we do have a cool 2-minute video coming out as well.
Yes, we have that coming out later on this week. We're going to talk about everything like that.
Yeah. Okay, so Omar, talk about your experience with the Knicks games.
Yeah, we need to hear yours now.
My experience has been pretty awesome. They only let you in about an hour before the game, which is whatever. You got to do what you got to do. You know. They were never like. I got interviewed by MSG. I think it was. I posted that video. It was my second time there that year. That go around. I went to the Atlanta Hawks game.
It looked like it was in the merch store.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you buy the merch other than the hat?
Yeah, the guy randomly pulled up to me in the merch store. I was looking at this hat, and he was like, "Hey, sir, you want to be part of this thing for MSG? This interview? You want to be on camera for MSG?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?"
And you didn't plug Beyond the Backboard craziness.
He doesn't.
They definitely would have put you in if you plugged.
I know it was kind of like an instant. It was kind of like
cut that riff
because. But you also can't be like, shout out Beyond the Backboard Podcast, guys. Listen up right now. Like, go look it up.
The only way that works is if it's live TV. If it's live TV, you could do that.
It probably wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It was like MSG. It was like MSG Go or something.
Yeah,
I don't know because
I'm sure it was for some just promotional video they did on their Twitter, and they interviewed 10 people and they put.
So that's the thing. I was looking for it on like Instagram, TikTok, X. It's not anywhere.
Didn't make the cut.
So I think what it is that they play it live in the arena.
Oh, like maybe they do live in arena.
Maybe they were going through the footage and he filmed too high.
I mean, I don't know how that footage looks like other than the one that's coming from our point of view.
I'm just trolling.
So the other, like, it's like this is us. This is us.
Yeah, who?
This is my friend recording the video.
Okay.
And then this is the camera right in front of us.
Shout out to me.
Yeah. Shout out to John. Appreciate you, bro. But
is he that guy you're always linking on Instagram?
No. He's just a close friend of mine I went to the game with. But shout out John. It was like really fun though. Like the Orlando game was immaculate because we did win that game. We were like I'll never forget. We were hitting 70% of our threes like in the third quarter. And we were just chucking them babies up. It was amazing. So I can't forget about that Orlando game. the Atlanta Hawk game was a little rough. It was a little rough. And it was almost kind of poetic. And I'm gonna sound like LeBron here because people be like, "Oh, LeBron's lying. He doesn't know what's actually gonna happen." Yada yada yada.
Alert.
Had to mention
I'm telling y'all, like I was involved in this. I was screaming it. The whole arena was screaming it. I think we know what we're talking about here, right? Like,
I'm sure we do.
I'm sure we do.
Come
But
on, Earl.
fuck
don't
Trae Young. The whole arena started going, "Fuck Trae Young." Trae
You know
Young.
what Trae Young did?
Yeah, he shut us the fuck up. Yeah, he shut us up immediately.
Come on, go get a couple doubles.
It
bro.
started. It started midway through the third quarter. We had a 10-point lead. Oh my god! Fuck Trae Young. Fuck Trae Young. Fuck Trae Young.
And then he started. Or was that an
boom, he hit 2 threes in a row.
He was leading the chant.
No, I wasn't. It was like I was in
I
section.
don't know why
112.
you hate Trae Young. I would feel like he'd be the one player you'd like, considering he's the one NBA player shorter than you. Like I feel like you would have that bond with him.
And that's the end of our podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week.
You know what?
Fuck you,
asshole. I called you tall. You're taller than Trae Young.
No, I'm not. No,
yeah, you are.
He's freaking 6 foot, man. I'm not even there.
Look, okay, I've seen Trae Young at a meet and greet. He's not 6 foot.
He's 5'2". He is 5'2".
No. He's definitely like 5'8" max.
He's my height. He's literally my height. Like he's
like
shorter than you, Earl. He's 100% shorter.
Maybe with shoes, he could be like maybe like 5'11", 6 foot, maybe.
Y'all talking about like crazy. 4 to 6 inches though. That's why. So just be careful here, because while somebody looks shorter in person, they could very well much be taller. Like I like
what? Yeah, they could put stilts on.
I'm sorry.
If I've seen him in person, like right here.
Have you?
Yes, at a meet and greet.
I mean, it's hard to tell between 5'8" and 6 foot when you're like close like that because it's 4 inches.
That's a lot.
4 inches is not. Okay, first of all, 4 inches is very big,
bro. Okay, first of all, what is up with your math?
5'8". When I'm next to 6 foot, I feel short.
I can't tell when somebody's taller. I don't have to be like.
Okay, yeah, you in particular, because I'm not sure how tall you are.
Like you can see.
Y'all forget we haven't seen each other in person.
No, but that's not the point. The point we made was like seeing someone in person.
Omar, you can tell I'm taller than you. You didn't need to rule
you're taller than me, Max. Max, everybody is taller than me. I don't want to hear this. Everybody is taller than me.
The difference between you and me is about the difference between me and Trae. No, actually, I'm.
I have a secret, guys. I'm actually 5'1".
How tall are you, Max?
I'm 5'1".
You're 5.
I'm 5'1". I've been holding.
You're 5'1". That's a lie and a half. You're 6'1".
I'm 5'1". I'm not 6'1". Dude, I promise you.
5'10", Earl.
I'm 5'1", bro. I just didn't want to tell you guys. I felt bad.
Yeah.
Short King, stand up.
You lying? You lying?
No, bro. Look how tall, dude. You know how they do those edits where
all right. The only reason how I'll know is that you say the same height is if you stand up and you literally don't grow.
That means he's this height.
Yeah.
If you stand up and don't grow, you are not 5 foot.
What? Wait, what?
Bro, what are you saying?
Bro, I'm standing. I'm standing. I did not grow much.
So you're not 5 foot?
I'm saying you're not 6 foot. That's fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Omar, you gotta fix your analogies, brother. It's okay though.
I speak fast. I get excited. It's just me, man. It's just like this one random guy at my job. He starts screaming random words whenever he gets excited.
I got one last thing we can talk about real quick.
Okay, yeah. Let's make this a good one because I feel like we talked.
Finish. My fault. My bad.
Finish, Omar.
Yeah, finish your story.
Yeah, it was fun though ultimately because the experience is always immaculate at MSG. It was fun. Like the atmosphere is crazy per usual. I'll tell you this: the difference between the Orlando game and the Atlanta game was not much. The arena was still full of people. Like it seemed like almost every seat was sold out, even more than the Orlando game. And people were just excited, and it was rough watching that entire thing in what happened with Atlanta because everybody was seeing all of the fouls not being called, and like a lot of like I hate to be complaining of fouls, man, because like you get automatically listed as like this fucking bitch who doesn't like to take the calls. Like, but like, damn, man, if I'm seeing a NBA player getting tackled by like an NFL player 3 separate times and you don't freaking call it, yeah, you know what? Screw y'all.
Man, yapping about foul calls when you had a chance to win the game.
It's rough, man. It's rough because it's stupid, and most of the time it's not called, but it's called for the other side if you go like,
it was a home game.
I've let it go.
It doesn't matter.
Omar, I had to watch Jason Tatum game my Knicks.
You can still have horrible refs in a home game.
Omar, I watched Jason Tatum
hit a game winner on the Knicks.
I agree.
I was 2 feet away from him.
I know.
I could literally see the sweat on his eyebrow, and I had to watch that. And I'm over. If I can get over that, you can get over.
So we seen Jason Tatum grab Bron's arm on live TV.
I agree.
No call a layup.
Well,
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, that means we're on the same side here. It's bullshit.
Bias ref.
That is true. That was just bad. Never mind. That's not comparable. But
yeah, that was an actual bias Celtics ref. That's different.
Oh yeah, his whole family. Yeah.
That.
Wait.
That his whole.
Didn't he get silently packed up though? Think about it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we talked about it on the show. Eric Lewis got.
We did silently packed out. And Adam Silver, I won't forget it. I'm coming for the.
If one day, if y'all replace me on this show for someone else, if y'all replace me for like Natalie or someone, I don't want to quit. I want to pull the Eric Lewis and just retire. Let me silently retire.
Max signed with NBA Studio on TNT.
Not
TNT anymore. Young Men in 3.
We gotta go to Amazon. We gotta go to Amazon Prime.
I look like I'm 10, so I feel like I could pull off Young Man in the 3.
You gotta get you on a TV show.
If I got interviewed by MSC, they'd be like, "All right, so what middle school do you attend?"
That's crazy.
No, they just asked like I think it was like 3 separate questions. 1, who is your favorite Knick? 2,
who'd you say?
Damn, what was the second question? The third question was if you yeah. The second question is if you brought somebody with you, who would it be? And the third question was what is your favorite Knicks memory?
Well, didn't you actually bring someone with you?
Yeah, I did.
That's kind of a dumb question. That's kind of dumb.
I'm a culture setter.
Imagine you said someone other than John, and John's just standing there. Like,
I almost said my dad. But
that's crazy.
I saw him looking at me, and I was like, I kind of have to say my friend here.
You kind of have to say the guy.
Oh, so you didn't want to?
Of course, I want to take my dad. What?
Okay, Earl. What's our last thing? Man?
Yeah, what's our last thing? I really think we should talk about.
What are we topping with?
Oh, there was news that came out yesterday.
I was kind of bluffing.
There was news that came out yesterday.
Yes, there was. Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. That didn't come out yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing to end on. How do y'all feel about Dennis Schroeder going to the Golden State Warriors? Does it push the needle?
I think it was a good.
I don't think it moves the needle much, frankly.
Bro, think about what they lost though. They lost. What was it, Milton, who's been injured since the start of the season?
I mean, yeah, you're adding without subtracting much. I kind of get it. It's they
need a backup guard off. Well, I don't know if they're gonna start him or not.
Yeah, it's a good move, man. But like in all of the years Dennis Schroeder has been part of this league, he hasn't been much of a needle mover.
But he's an all-star. He's having an all-star season. Warriors just picked up another all-star for the 2 second-round picks.
You are not telling the truth right now.
He's having an all-star caliber season. Look at the numbers.
I'm just saying, Dennis Schroeder is playing really great basketball.
Yeah.
And for the Warriors, for what they pay, that was an amazing deal.
I'll tell you one thing. I'd rather have him than Scoot Henderson. Any day of the week.
I feel like 18 points a game is not all-star material.
How many assists?
And also in a game where you lose that. I mean...
Not his fault.
Look, I get it. I understand that Dennis Schroeder is a point guard that the Golden State Warriors needed to come off the bench. But if
Yeah.
you want my honest opinion, I don't think he's much of a needle mover. I think
I
his
mean, think
attitude
about it.
gets in the way of a lot of things. I think his
Attitude.
mouth gets him in trouble with a lot of different people. Dude, what happened to you? What happened to Dennis
What?
Schroeder in the Lakers? Didn't y'all offer him a contract that was worth like almost, if not,
What does
if
that
I'm
have to do
wrong,
with anything?
But what
because
does it
he
have to do with
declined it and
attitude?
got absolutely nothing.
But that has nothing to do with attitude, though. That
That
doesn't
has nothing
defend
to do
your
with
point.
Does.
basketball.
Yes, it does.
I
It
wouldn't trust
100%
him. I wouldn't
has
trust him
with my
everything
money.
to do with
True.
attitude
I
because
wouldn't invest
Explain.
stock in him, but
Elaborate how that has to do with attitude, real quick.
first of all, you have a contract worth $30 million that
Do you have
honestly
a second of all?
nobody around the league thinks you're worth that much regardless. But at that time, we were talking about this and we were saying Dennis Schroeder is not worth this type of money.
we weren't doing the podcast.
But
at
what does
time.
that have to do
we
with
were.
attitude? Bring
That
it home.
contract was
Attitude in the
2022. I
sense
didn't
of
even
when
know
you
he was
try-
in
Omar.
2022.
Omar, the line is barking, bro. Reel in the fish before you lose it. What
I
does that
literally
have to do
said
with
it, bro.
attitude?
I'm
I'm
telling
looking
you.
up when this contract thing happened. I'm putting you on blast.
All right.
But what
put
does
me
that have
on
to do with
blast.
attitude, Omar? Explain.
Let me explain. When you are in a position to where you have an opportunity on the table to make more money than what around the league is offering you, you reject that deal. Basically, spit in their
He
faces.
rejected it in 2021.
He didn't spit in their face.
He rejected it in 2021. I didn't know you for another 2
anything,
years.
if anything, he helped the Lakers by not taking that deal. How's that
I
attitude?
mean, yeah, he
So
helped
betting-
the Lakers with
so
not
betting
taking
on
that deal
yourself,
because
so-
the Lakers didn't.
So
He
being
didn't
in a
wanna
expiring
return.
contract, betting on yourself that you feel like you could play better, even how delusional it is, that's attitude now?
Yeah, it is
What?
because
Max,
nobody,
that's attitude?
brother, nobody in the league thought he was worth $30 million.
I'm
You
just
can
saying,
hear
but-
the rumblings
In
within the
2021.
league.
Had very close
But I'm
ties to the league.
Omar, I'm saying this though, bro. How does that have to do with attitude? You have not
Because when
answered
you
the question,
when you
Omar.
don't take a deal worth that and then go to another team, take a freaking
About to make me
fraction of
mad.
it, dude.
He's a bad
You're
businessman.
not-
What does that have to do with
That's not
basketball?
attitude. That has nothing to do with basketball attitude. Attitude is Draymond Green kicking somebody in the face and stomping on their neck because
Bro,
he's
there's
mad
two
about a
different
play.
types of attitude. You
Don't
can have
forget the rib.
attitude in the front
Don't forget the
office, and
rib.
you can
And the
have
rib.
attitude on the court.
How's
First
that
of all,
attitude?
we don't know anything
Yeah.
that happens between closed doors, so I can't
Omar,
say for
name me
sure.
one. Name
So
me one
how's it
altercation he's had
attitude?
besides the one with Taylor Jenkins. Name
Please
me one.
explain.
Wait, I didn't even hear what Max
Name
said.
me one altercation that Dennis Schroeder has had in his career that wasn't with Taylor
Dude,
Jenkins.
I'm not the Dennis Schroeder fight tracker. I don't
I mean,
know.
apparently you are because he's an attitude guy.
Dude, he is an attitude guy. And my whole
How? Omar, how?
He's an attitude guy because
So
Omar
turning
said
down
he reminds
money.
me of like a Patrick Beverly. He's really freaking annoying on the court,
What?
Based
and his
on
attitude
what?
gets him in trouble, man. I'm just saying. It
How-
reminds
when
me of
has he been
Patrick
in
Beverly.
trouble?
Okay,
When has he
name
been
me
in trouble?
examples of his attitude getting him in
Please
trouble. Other
explain,
than
Omar.
2 days ago with Taylor Jenkins, that's fresh in your mind.
This is
if you didn't,
equivalent
if that
to-
didn't happen, you wouldn't be saying this. You're just saying that.
This
Do you
is-
want me to look it up? Because I'm telling you, I
Please
don't
do,
know.
please do, because you need help.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I do.
we were calling that. Yes, look it up.
Yep.
Omar, we're not ending this until we fix this. I gotta hear this is our last segment. We just want to hear what the attitude is real quick. But I'll say this, bro. Attitude has nothing to do with turning down a contract because you want to bet on yourself to make money. He didn't say, "Hey, Lakers, I hate you guys." He literally said he wanted to test free agency as he got
Dennis
the right
Schroeder
to.
has altercation with German coach after incident during huddle against Luka Doncic and Slovenia.
Okay.
How long ago was that?
2023.
Okay, so we get in one altercation a year, like most.
I mean, I'm
Basketball
sure there's
player.
more. Dennis Schroeder and Evan Fournier get into a huge fight.
Didn't John Morant get in like talk to what's his face?
Yeah, during
Coach?
the Olympics, Schroeder put his hand on
Well, that's true. Okay, maybe
Fournier's
has a little
neck.
more report than I thought.
Atlanta Hawks says Dennis Schroeder faces discipline for his roll-in fight. The Atlanta Hawks say point guard Dennis Schroeder is facing undisclosed discipline for his role in an incident that led to his arrest. Like, hello.
Okay, fair enough. You know what?
Oh wait,
But
no.
I don't
Okay.
think he's a good
Warriors.
player,
Hold on. Dennis Schroeder confronts fan who was talking.
Maybe he was just mad
trash
'cause he was
talking
on
Ben
Boston.
Simmons
Never think
after
about
last
that.
night's loss in Orlando.
So defending your player is bad now.
Dude,
I think
you
he's
asked
just
for
mad he was
examples.
on
Dennis Schroeder suspended for hitting DeMarcus Cousins below the belt. Video.
Okay. You know, he came in.
Dennis
for
Schroeder
he
season.
fits
explained
right
his
in on the
reaction to the
Warriors.
trade. That's not a fight.
I mean, yeah.
Before it-
I mean,
My point-
Draymond could be a nasty.
My
combo.
point was this: the points you were making
It'll be
was
a
about
WWE
money,
tandem.
which has nothing to do with attitude.
It really
Yeah, the
does,
contract
dude.
has
Because
nothing
if you're
to do
not
with it.
listening,
Contract has
this is the-
nothing to do with attitude. I agree
Okay,
with what
fine.
you just
We'll
said.
say that.
What
We'll
you
say
just
that.
did,
But I'm also
what you just
not.
said was right. Okay, he has like on-court stuff that happens occasionally. I'll say, but the contract thing hasn't. It makes no
If this is happening overseas with a German coach, it's happening in closed doors. He thinks he has that right, which is fine. You can have that right. But to yell at your coach on the court, on live TV, not only that shows bad chemistry, it shows that you're a bad freaking teammate, that you're looking to be selfish and you're not looking to play the game right. Frankly, I see it like that.
Or maybe
You're
he
not
wanted
going
to play the game right, and they had a disagreement, which they should have handled closed doors. It doesn't mean he doesn't care about the team or the game. Maybe he's passionate because he wants to win for his country.
Wait, Omar, can you
Or
repeat
no.
what you just said about? Can you repeat what you just said?
He basically said since he yelled at his coach, he's a bad teammate. Basically said he's bad for his
Okay,
country
but say
too,
that again. But
man.
like, say that. Like, say what you just said again. I want to make sure I'm getting it.
I mean, no, Earl summed it up pretty well.
Oh, okay. No, but you're saying that like because he has an attitude on the court, he's a bad teammate, right?
I mean, let me explain that a little better. When you have
that's
an
what I'm- that's what I'm
attitude when you have an attitude on the court, you can easily have an attitude in the front office, and you can easily have fights in the office that we don't see. That's what I'm
okay.
trying to get at.
Okay,
Casper
I
the
see,
Ghost
I see.
fights.
So you're saying attitude on the court translates, right?
I think it does, yes.
Right. Okay. Hang on, real quick. Julius Randle gets into heated altercation.
I knew it.
Julius Randle went.
You got me.
furious
You
on
got
his
me.
own
You
command.
got me. You got me. You got me.
Julius Randle gets heated in Emmanuel quickly. Julius Randle got heated during the timeout with his team.
Yeah.
Julius Randle throws an elbow at Gallinari. Julius Randle and Cameron Johnson scuffle.
So what I'm hearing is
You're
Omar
right. What can
has
I
a
say to that?
bias. Omar's bias.
No, I'm not. If I'm telling you you're right, then you're right. But I mean, it also did translate to the front office. It also did.
not.
They
The money
stopped
did.
selling his jerseys in the arena.
But I'm saying the contract thing made
It
no
did
sense. what you
translate to
said.
the front office.
Omar, I will never say
Point
that
back.
point makes any sense. That point right there about the money and then Schroeder turning down contract makes no logical sense
It
to your
does
argument.
because
It
everything
makes
on
zero
the
sense.
court-
Zero
Everything
sense,
on
Omar.
that is
Zero
really
sense. It makes
translate.
no sense that it's absolutely ridiculous trying to
It
defend
was
it.
so bad, I'll have to take his glasses off. I've never seen him take his glasses off.
It's
I'm
so
just
bad.
saying,
Like
bro.
when Braun takes the hairpiece off.
Omar, I'm just saying that makes no sense. Because Dennis Schroeder, so you're telling me he's a bad guy because for the first time,
Saying he's
and
a
I don't know
bad-
how
I'm
many
saying he's a
years.
bad teammate.
No, I'm just saying he's a bad teammate because he wanted to test free agency. So you can't, as a player, you can't test free agency. You're right to test free
That's
agency.
not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
No, I'm
He's
not.
saying that Dennis Schroeder is a bad teammate, just like Julius Randle is.
I'm saying everything translates.
It doesn't.
And I agree. He was. I mean, dude, it took me a little bit. I can understand that because I do have a blindfold on when it does come to certain Knicks players. He turned his camera off or he
As
left.
long as
them.
he's got to put the glasses back on.
But I mean, it's just what was I gonna say, man? I agree with you. I mean, Julius Randle was. I mean, it kind of was a. I don't want to call it a disease, but it was kind of like a. It was kind of like a. How do I explain this? Julius Randle
trying to
was a
explain?
weird thing because, like, he was really good for us in certain moments. Like, he wasn't a great teammate by all means, and he wasn't like. I mean, like, dude, I can't deny there was some aspects of his game when he was there where he wasn't passing the ball, or when he was just being selfish inside of the post, or he was just doing things that weren't ultimately better for the team, like talking to the refs, like you bring up all the time, even though Jalen Brunson
like
does
every
it all the time. Literally every single timeout that the Knicks had during every single time I saw it, Jalen Brunson was talking to the ref. But I won't get into that one. But like everything translates, man, everything. And I'm telling you, even if it's the team, he might feel like there's something going on behind the scenes that he does not like. Dennis
Mickey Mouse
Schroeder has
connection.
been. I mean, why don't you turn on your camera first? Because I can't even see you.
Mickey Mouse connection.
Honestly, I like the profile picture. I think that's dapper.
I honestly can't even see it because like it's a gallery view. He's kind of gonna mess up the pod.
It's Earl in a nice suit with a little bow tie Rooney. He's holding up the glasses.
I mean,
like a nice little mirror
audience
selfie.
can't see that. They just see our camera.
I know. Well, I mean, that's why I'm describing it to the audience. Earl looks.
I mean, he's also played for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. Arguably, all of them have traded him.
So
maybe he doesn't trust organizations like that. Maybe he just.
Mean they don't trust him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, I don't know.
Fair enough. Well,
all right.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Whatever this.
I'll stand on it, bro. I don't care. Dennis Schroeder. Don't like Omar, it. Never liked
stand
him.
Stand on business.
I like the little streak in his hair that he had in his first year when he was with the Hawks. I thought he was going to be pretty good, but he turned out being a bit of a nuisance.
17-point a game.
And again, I will say this again. Dennis Schroeder reminds me of Patrick Beverley, and I will not be surprised if we see him in another 2 years out of the NBA. Frankly.
All right.
Frankly.
2 years?
You want me to be honest?
Of the Beyond the Backboard Podcast. Please please subscribe. Remember, if we hit 5 likes, we'll talk about the Utah Jazz, which none of us want to do. So if you
we don't want to talk about Utah, but we will talk to you if the people want it to happen.
We will talk about Utah for a whole 8 minutes if we have to. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check us on Spotify. We're posting shorts. Watch those. And yeah, comment below how tall you think Omar is.
I'm literally 5'2". You don't have to guess, y'all.
There you go. I made it easy for you.
I mean, write it in the comments if you lasted this long. Just write like 5'2", so I know y'all watch the video.
Yeah, right. Write 5'2" and write I lasted.
Right, I lasted and write 5'2".
Casual takes in the comments.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check our videos out. We'll give more content like this more. Thank you so much. Appreciate every single one of you. Peace out.